afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first ever FB Live episode of PhilCare. Thank you for joining us in our segment, and we hope that you would be with us on the next episodes. Para sa ating unang FB Live episode ng ating Workplace Wednesdays, pag-uusapan natin kung paano nga ba magkaroon ng healthy lifestyle habang tayo ay nasa opisina o kung saan man tayo nagtatrabaho. Para po bigyan tayo ng tips o payo tungkol dito, joining us is our special guest, Dr. Jansen Calalan. He's a primary care physician who is the Junior Assistant Manager of our PhilCare MOA Clinic.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. Jansen. And again, welcome to PhilCare's first FB Live episode. As you all know, stress is always a problem for people on the job, di po ba, Dr.
Yes.
Jansen? So marami pong pinanggagalingan nito, from stress sa traffic sa EDSA, breakdown sa MRT, slow internet connection, and then yung mismong work natin. Plus, your relationship natin with others can be stressful as well. Ano po ba ang pwedeng epekto nito sa mga stress sa kalusugan ng mga empleyado?
Of course, no, stress is all over us, no. So itong effects ng stress sa health natin, there are short-term and long-term effects. No, so, syempre, for the short-term effects, nakaka-decrease to ng immune system natin. That's why maraming nagkakaroon ng ubo at sipon, no. Then for the long-term effects, dito papasok yung mga degenerative diseases eh. For example, hypertension. Syempre kapag lagi kang stressed, syempre lagi ka on the go eh. So nakakataas ng presyon 'yun. Tapos doon papasok yung stress eating, yan, no? So eventually one on top of the other, form ka ng hypertension at iba-ibang sakit. No, secondly, nagkakaroon ng poor sleeping habits. So syempre kapag lagi ka nag-work, no? So, syempre, yung traffic pa. So, yung sleeping time, yung time for the family, umiikli. So, doon papasok yung nagkakaroon ng lack of sleep, no? Then, thirdly, nagkakaroon ng digestive disorders. For example, hyperacidity. So, yung mga workers na nasa very high stress na environment, doon sila nagkakaroon ng sakit. Sumasakit yung tiyan, nagkakaroon ng reflux. Tapos, sasabayan pa ng mga poor eating habits. So doon mag-exacerbate 'yun.
Ganun po pala yun. Thank you so much for that information. Ang next question naman po natin is about productivity. What are the factors that affect an employee's productivity?
So number one, of course, health, no? Kapag healthy yung tao, of course hindi siya absent. So lagi siyang maaga pumasok. So, 'di ba? Yung productivity na maintain compared to isang tao na laging nagkakasakit, syempre, absent yun eh. So, syempre, papasok yung stress doon. So, vicious cycle siya actually. So, the more stressful you are, the more we will become unhealthy, lalo yung work mo magsasuffer. Secondly, yung mindset ng tao. Very important yun. So, syempre, kapag nag-work tayo, there should always be a purpose. A purpose na bigger than us, larger than us. For example, you are working para sa parents or para sa kapatid, may pinag-aaral, ganyan. So, hindi siya pwedeng parang papasok ka, uuwi ka, ganyan, parang robot, no? There should always be a purpose. Then, pangatlo yung leadership. Very important yung leadership kasi yung leadership yung magda-direct kung saan papunta yung organization. So, importante, dyan papasok yung goal setting, yung strategizing, yung planning, then yung action. So, syempre, kapag merong proper goal setting, proper strategizing, tapos na-actionan agad, makakakuha tayo ng resulta.
Thank you for making all of that clear for us. As you said, stress can really compromise productivity. Now, everyone, please post your comments, questions, and concerns so that Dr. Jansen can answer them later in our live discussion. You also mentioned that our relationships with coworkers affect our productivity. I guess in any organization, there will be people who unfortunately are not on their best behavior. Paano po ba nagkakaroon or nakaka-apekto itong mga negative coworkers sa behavior ng other employees?
Of course, itong negativity, no, nakakahawa to eh. So, kapag may negativity within a team, of course, syempre, una mag-start yan small, between two persons, yan. Syempre, habang tumatagal yung panahon, hindi na-resolve yung issues, lumalaki ito ng lumalaki. So, nagkakaroon ng division sa team. Pag nagkaroon ng division sa team, syempre magkakampihan yan eh. yung moral ng team, eventually bababa yun. So, eventually, maapektuhan yung productivity. And most important of all, yung relationship ng team members, magsasuffer.
Can we ask a follow-up question to that? So what can management do to create harmonious relations among their employees?
So, what can management do is, una, siguro, magkaroon ng mga team building activities para makapag-bond yung employees to create more rapport between them. And secondly, siguro, maganda yung you celebrate the small achievements. Kasi somehow, kapag may isang task na na-accomplish, no matter how difficult, kapag nasa-celebrate natin yun yung mga small victories, somehow nakaka-create ng positive reaction yun sa mind ng mga ng mga participants no. So kapag ganun, na-appreciate yung nararamdaman nila na na-appreciate yung mga efforts nila no matter how small that way. And of course, treat everyone with respect pa rin.
That's true, Dr. Jansen. A workplace where everyone gets along really helps reduce stress and, of course, increase productivity. So, how about boredom? Some people say they get bored, but it doesn't mean they want to quit. So, why does some employee get bored at work? And would a reward system, like, for example, giving them tokens or point system, help in, let's say, motivating the employees or their team?
So, for the first question, no, yung boredom, I think, would be dependent on the workplace environment. Especially if yung workplace, yung the people around you, kapag kasama mo sila, you feel like at home, para silang second family mo, and when you're with them, para silang, friends mo, parang barkada, no? Kapag ganun kasi, sisipagan ka pumasok, tapos, hindi mo ma-feel yung boredom. Pagka nararamdaman mo boredom is either wala kang ginagawa or there's something wrong, right? Oo, hindi ka nagtatrabaho, yeah. No, so for the second question naman, a reward system, I think it will only do so much. Well, depende kung anong reward. Of course, dapat yung reward, it should be worth the extra effort na ilalabas ng employees. Siyempre, if the reward system, for example, the reward you will be getting is petty or kaya mong kunin in so many other ways, hindi mo ibibigay yung extra effort no? So, for example, kapag nakakuha ka ng perfect attendance, walang absent, walang late, no? So, the company awards you a 1-week paid leave. So, I think
hindi na ako mag-absent.
Wala nang absent nun. Diba?
That's very good suggestion. So let's suggest to them. So now for a very important question naman po. Alam natin ang mga Pinoy mahilig kumain. So does an employee's eating habit affect his or her diet, and does it affect its performance? Ano po ba yung mga bad or good effects nito sa empleyado natin?
Of course, yung eating habits, no? Actually, a lot of diseases ngayon is linked sa eating habits ng individual. It starts early on. Actually, 20s, nag-start na yan. So, kapag yung eating habits mo is very good, you are eating a balanced diet, you are taking supplements with antioxidants, you are exercising, no? So, itong mga ito, it will accumulate So, hindi ka magkakaroon ng sakit later on. Or mas better looking, blooming, diba? Compared to a person na stress lagi. So, resorts to fast food. Syempre, hindi mo niya nakukuha yung adequate nutrients So, eventually, mag-accumulate to again. So, later on, magkakaroon ng hypertension, magkakaroon ng diabetes, magkakaroon ng obesity, etc., etc., etc. So, itong mga to, over time, lang siya it just worsens pag hindi mo kinorek early on. And walang cure dito, it doesn't go back 100% nung when you were young. Diba?
Okay. Ganun pala yun. I'm guessing our viewers are really learning a lot from this discussion. So we'll have a quick break. So when we come back, sasagutin na po natin ang mga katanungan ng ating mga viewers. So Dr. Jansen will respond to your queries after this one. So please stay tuned. You're with us on PhilCare FB Live. As we promised, Dr. Jansen will now answer your queries live. So kanina po ang pinag-uusapan natin ay ang epekto ng diet sa ating trabaho. Yan ang gustong-gusto ng mga Pilipino, ang pagkain o ang kumain ng kumain. Pero ngayon naman po, sasagutin natin ang tanong tungkol sa hindi natin masyadong ginagawa or ang sinasabi nating exercise. So coming from our viewer, does regular exercise help reduce stress and improve performance at work? This is a question from Katie.
Hi Katie. So, of course, no, exercise does help reduce stress. No? Sasabi nila, when you exercise, endorphins are released from your body. So, what are endorphins? Endorphins are hormones na nakaka-reduce ng pain perception. And it also triggers a positive reaction in an individual. So, that's why exercise can reduce stress. Another one is, of course, kapag nag-exercise ka, somehow, tumatagal yung stamina mo eh. So, when you're at work, hindi ka ganun kabilis na mapagod. Plus, pag nag-exercise ka, magiging sexy ka. So, lahat ng mga tao sa paligid mo, oy, ang sexy mo na ngayon, di ba? Sarap sa feeling na masabihan ng ganun. So, it reduces stress talaga.
Alright, so we really have no choice. So if you want to reduce stress and increase productivity, dapat talaga we exercise regularly. Alright, so we have another question from our audience. So sabi naman nila, ito naman is about yung mga moments na sobrang inis or emotional sila. So sabi naman ni Maki, how do we handle moments when we get so fed up or tired or irritated that we can even explode at work? You know, get emotional, yell, walk out. Siyempre, ayaw naman natin gawin yon, pero we're just humans. So, meron ba tayong way para we could relax and we would not do something like this that we'll regret in the future?
Of course, meron, no? So, thank you for that question, Maki. So, of course, meron tayong pwedeng gawin para dyan, para ma-prevent yung mga situations na ganyan. So, first of all, it should not happen. So, it would entirely depend dun sa individual kung paano niya hinahandle yung stress. So, depende yun sa mindset niya eh. So, depende yun kung paano niya i-handle, paano niya harapin yung problems at work, no? So, of course, tao lang naman. So, pwedeng pa rin magkaroon ng sagutan. When that occurs, it should be important na ma-realize natin na we have to pause for a while and chill muna, reassess the situation so we can handle it objectively. And of course, listen dun sa kausap mo pa rin, di ba? So you would understand where they are coming from.
Tama, dapat kalma lang and we should learn how to listen. So, next question naman po we have is, sabi naman ni Jason, nakaka-stress daw yung sweldo niya. Alright, he said that nakaka-frustrate po ang bilis daw maubos ng kanyang sweldo. Pwede po kaya akong manghingi ng raise? Di po ba magagalit ang boss ko? Love ko naman ang work ko, pero ayoko naman mag-resign. He's asking, what can he do para I can live with my income without being frustrated?
Good question, Jason. Actually, that's the perpetual problem of mankind. So, paano ba natin i-handle yan? Of course, kung swelduhan tayo, hindi naman natin nakokontrol yun. Because it's the company that's, yun yung binibigay sa atin ng company. So what we can do actually, tayo yung mag-create ng sarili nating opportunity. So how? Look for other opportunity, look for investment vehicles out there. But be careful of scams lang, yun lang ha. So, of course, we have to learn how to make money work for us. Or else, we will work forever for money. Ganun siya talaga, no? So, create your own opportunity.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jansen. Now we have our last question na po. So this is a question coming from Andrea. She says, I'm 3 months pregnant with my first baby. I want to work as long as I can kasi po sayang naman po ang sweldo. How long po kaya ako pwedeng mag-work na walang risk sa pregnancy ko? So she's an inspiring mom. So ano po kaya ang pwede nating advice para sa kanya?
Hi, Andrea. So you are already 3 months pregnant. I would suggest you consult with your OB-GYN. Of course, case-to-case pa rin yan. There are low-risk and high-risk pregnancies. For low-risk pregnancies, I think there wouldn't be any problem in you continuing your work, no? Pero of course, depende pa rin yun sa nature ng work mo. For high-risk pregnancies, sigurado mas maliit ang chance na makapag-continue ka. But of course, kailangan mo pa rin mag-consult sa OB. So I suggest you get clearance from your physician.
And you heard it, so dapat talaga nagko-consult tayo before we do anything drastic. So I have another question coming from our viewers. This is a question from Rodelia. So ang tanong niya is, what is the best time to do exercise?
When's the best time to do exercise? Actually, kanya-kanya yan eh. What I would suggest, some people morning, some people at night, no? What I would suggest, do it when you have plenty of time. Kung kailan ka comfortable doing exercise, no? So, depende kasi there are people na night shift, yung iba day shift, no? It would depende. So, for me, what I do is sa morning ako nag-exercise, then after exercise I go to work, then pag-uwi ko sleep na. So, it's a routine, no? Actually, it would depend on you talaga. So, find the most comfortable time for you para makapag-exercise. So, you will do it.
Okay, thank you po, Dr. Jansen, for sharing your knowledge and your expertise with us. Can we ask, ano po ba ang clinic hours nyo and contact details so our viewers can reach you for appointments and consultations?
My clinic is located at PhilCare Mall of Asia Clinic. So, my clinic is Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Ayun po, there you have it. Salamat din sa mga nakisali sa usapan natin dito sa Workplace Wednesdays. Don't forget to like our Facebook fan page. It's at PhilCarePH. And visit us at philcare.com.ph. Abangan ng ating susunod na episode. Ang pag-uusapan naman natin ay ang best ways to manage workplace stress in the workplace. Now, this will be on January 17, 2018. So don't forget also, this is from PhilCare, so stay tuned naman tayo for our next episode. And we are here at the Workplace Wednesdays, presented by PhilCare Healthcare Made Smarter. Good afternoon.